You want to learn how to single, double, triple, quad, every single flip you could possibly imagine? Well, slow your roll, bro. You have to learn how to backflip first. That was lightning. So today, I am going to teach you the dopest technique for backflip. We are not gymnasts. We are not... What is the other thing? What is the other thing, John?
I don't know.
We are not gymnasts. We are parkour people. I do flips, okay? Today, I'm going to teach you the dopest way to backflip. Let me just show you real quick. If you want to be able to backflip, just pop it out of nowhere. Watch this video. Stay tuned. First things you should know before you try a backflip, you should know how to walk. I can't stress that enough. People that don't know how to walk, they're not meant to backflip. You should also, you need to know how to move your arms have to move. Like, if you don't have movable arms, this is not for you. For real now, guys, backflips are really not that hard. They're actually the easiest flip you can do. They are, right? John learned a backflip. If you want to see that video, it's right up here. John learned that backflip like nothing, guys. He learned a backflip so quick. So first thing you got to do, guys, you should know how to do this. Like, this is a simple little thing to help you get over the fear of going over your head. Is if you just put your arm to the side and jump back, put your feet down. It really doesn't matter how it looks. Just you got to make sure that somehow you get like, just get over yourself, and you get more and more used to going over your head. So you go more over your head, to the point where you're almost going fully vertical. Like, oh, wow, that hurt. You're almost going fully over your head. Another thing you should know how to do, guys, this is something that's really gonna help you get used to the tucking motion when you're doing a backflip, because you wanna make sure that when you are doing the backflip, you're not bringing your head to your knees. You wanna bring your knees to your chest, because that's gonna drive you over. When you come down, how are you gonna go up if you're coming down? You know what I mean? So you want to use those arms and drive your knees to your chest. It's where you're doing it with so much power that it's already kind of forcing you over, so you get used to that motion of tucking. So now you're ready. You know how to do the tucking motion. You know how to go over your head. And guys, don't do it as fast as I am. I already know how to flip, so I'm just trying to make this fast so you can get straight to learning this. But make sure you practice it and really feel comfortable with the trick before you do it. I have a pad. If you can go to a gymnastics gym, that would really help. Is the lighting good, John? Yeah?
Perfect.
Okay. If you can go to a gymnastics gym, that would really actually help, because there's a lot more things there. There's people that can kind of help you out. Like, everyone helps each other out at the gym I go to, and it really will help you learn a little easier. If you don't have one of those, just get any sort of mat. You could do this on your bed. Like, get something that you are comfortable with kind of landing on your knees on, or unless you really think you can't do it, then something that you're comfortable landing on your head on. I don't recommend landing on your head. Okay, if you can get something to jump off of, that would help a lot. This ball is pretty good. It's called a Bosu ball. It's a half yoga ball, and it gives me enough bounce, but it's still at an angle to where I'm not gonna land back on it. I'll land to the mat. But if you can get like a ledge or something a little higher to jump off of, that's a good way to start. But if not, and you got super high ups like John has crazy ups, then you might be okay with just doing it all on the floor. Okay, so let's just try the flip, guys. So watch what I do really quick. Notice how, that wasn't the best, but notice how when I jump, my arms get fully extended, all the way straight up. You don't do this. You want your arms fully extended straight up. You drive your power with your arms. Another thing that people really overlook is, when you are doing the flip, you don't want to get down really low. It's gonna kill your power. You want to just get to a point where you're getting like a little bit of spring from it. Also, you need to make sure you point your toes, because we're not ballerinas. We don't do spinny flips. Oh, I do spinny flips, but we're not ballerinas. John's laughing at me. You need to point those toes, because you're not bending your knees too far. Those toes are really gonna give you that extra extension. So when you do combine your knees, your toes, and your arms, also make sure you are picking something and looking at it. If you throw your head back, it's gonna send you backwards and not up. So you wanna make sure that you are bending your knees, shooting those arms up, and looking straight ahead of you for as long as possible. Like, pick something and just look at it. Okay, I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. John's getting bit by mosquitoes. He went like this. Yep. So one thing I want to recap really quick before you try the backflip. If you already did try the backflip, you're like a super go-getter person, and you how'd it go? I mean, leave it in the comments. What's your backflip's gonna look like? Also, I want you to leave in the comments, you know, if this helped you at all. If I did good at explaining, I'm not a good explainer. All my friends know that when I try to explain stuff, I always end up mumbling like really long. So I'm trying here. This is all like one take. But basically, guys, before you do that backflip, just make sure, I want you to make sure you're doing all these things correctly. Make sure you are bending your knees just to a decent amount, where you feel you can get enough spring from. Make sure you're pointing those toes when you do jump, that your arms are going with your body. Don't throw this and then your arms. Don't go like this and then throw it. That does not help you. It's sending your momentum backwards and losing your balance. So just make sure. Look, I sound like a coach. I sound like a gymnast coach. Come here real quick. I sound like a gymnast coach. Make sure you go to the Olympics, because today is the greatest day. That's an airplane. So, okay, fast and simple. Point toes, bend the legs, arms connected, straight ahead. I'm looking at John's like forehead right now. I'm gonna keep looking at his forehead while I do this entire flip. John, do you mind if I use your forehead?
Sure.
Sure, okay, yeah, all right, let's do this. John's forehead, pointed toes, bent knees, arms straightened into the skies. John's forehead. You should be comfortable enough at the time you're gonna try this that you've already gone over your head, you've already done the tucking drills, and you already have practiced the jumping motion, that you feel comfortable enough to the point where you can actually hold it and make it around your head. As long as you make it around your head and you have some sort of mat, you really shouldn't have any sort of substantial injury. If you do have any sort of substantial injury, it is not my fault. Disclaimer, I don't want to get sued. I just want to teach people how to backflip and get subscribers. It's a very highly searched thingy-majigger. Alright, let's do the backflip. Also, guys, I'm gonna insert a couple clips that I filmed, if we don't film them soon, because the sun's going down. Yep. If we don't film them soon, then you might not see them. You're gonna see them. I'm gonna insert a couple clips of me doing them in slow motion in various ways. That way you can really analyze how I am doing the flip. I'm gonna include those in a second after I do this. But you're gonna make sure you can actually understand what I'm doing in the motion. I'll do a couple up here to get more height, exaggerate it so you actually understand like how I am generating the power. But for now, let me do a backflip in a couple different angles, and then we'll do the slow motion ones. Dang it. All right. I'm gonna try and get a clean one off of here real quick. John's moving back because he knows I have freakishly long legs, and I'm gonna kick him. All right. Off here, it's kind of hard to do it off things. So if you have enough ups to do it off the ground, do it, because off things, you kind of have to jump back more instead of straight up. But I'm gonna do it off here just for the sake of tutorialness. Let's go. Okay, that actually wasn't as good as if I just did it on the floor. Let me do it right here. Nope, let me do it right here, it looks nicer. I'm gonna look straight ahead when I do this, watch my head. I'm gonna look straight ahead, or I'm gonna try. I'm kind of guilty of not doing that sometimes. I don't have the greatest backflip, but it does work. That was not that soft either. I'm gonna do one more just so you guys get the look and everything. And then I'm gonna insert the clips of all the slow motion ones. John's raising his eyebrow a lot. I think I'm talking too much. One more clean backflip. All right, that was decent. Now guys, I'm gonna insert the clips of me doing this in slow motion so you can analyze. I want you to really, you can pause it, you can scroll back, you can hit the double tap on the side of the screen. It'll go 10 seconds back, 10 seconds forward. So you can really watch this a lot before you try it, because I do not want you landing on your neck. Then you really can't try it. So make sure you really are safe with this, guys. But I'm gonna roll those clips right now. John, let's go film the clips. Alright, now you know how to backflip. Hopefully you have some sort of general idea. You saw how I did it. Hopefully this helped you out. You know how to backflip. I said that already. I'm gonna end this in my pool. Nick, how are you gonna end this in your pool? Your pool's over there. Well, I'm gonna flip into it. How are you gonna do that? The magic of Scoot Full. Why do I keep, wow, the chlorine is really strong. Why do I keep doing this to end my videos? I just get soaking wet just so that I can say, make sure you guys leave a like. I just jumped in my pool fully clothed. So if you would leave a like, that would be super nice. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do all kinds of flipping challenges. They're up here in the eye. They probably popped up throughout the video. Just make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment if I helped you at all with learning this backflip. Follow me on Instagram too, Nick T. Weston. It'll be linked down below. It's on my channel everywhere. Make sure you follow me there. I do all kinds of flipping stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's hit that dope outro. That should have been good, right?
Yeah.
Didn't even get to run.